What's up, everybody? I filmed this clip the other night in a live stream about why Bryce Mitchell is actually all set to be a huge superstar in the UFC. This is actually probably a take that I'm more proud of in the history of all the takes that I've made, just because I feel like it could be so true. Bryce is a budding superstar, and he has all of the goods and ingredients to become a huge superstar for rural America, representing them in the UFC. But I'm going to talk about it in this clip and go a bit deeper. So if you guys are interested in this, keep watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks. I like Bryce Mitchell a lot. I like his personality. I think he's a fresh look for the UFC. There's not really any of those super redneck dudes that you see like he is. And I think there's a lot of UFC fans that can really relate to a guy like him. I think if he can keep winning and doing his thing, he's going to be a superstar, especially because so many of the American fan base, so much of the American fan base is just can relate to him. A lot of them are from the country. A lot of them are like live the similar lifestyle that he did growing up, and he speaks that language. He speaks that like Republican American language that and that Southern accent that a lot of Americans can get behind, and I think he represents a brand that hasn't been really shown in the UFC. So I I I think if he keeps winning, he's going to be a huge superstar. Bryce Mitchell is like he represents a group of Americans that are super underrepresented. I'm talking about like the white country, the white backcountry Americans that you never see on TV. They don't have a voice in America. Bryce Mitchell represents those people, and he's the type of guy that the UFC puts their money and their resources behind guys that haven't been represented, because that's where the untapped potential for building huge fan bases is. So like every guy you see them promoting is going forward is going to be like a type of guy that when they promote a guy, they're trying to invest in a new fan base, right? Bryce Mitchell represents a new type of fan base for the UFC that hasn't been tapped into. And if they can build him up into a huge star, he's going to certainly be a huge American fighting star. Am I from the South? No, but I have a lot of family from there. I understand that world really well. And I just know like they're like people with Southern accents are just not represented in mainstream culture. It's really usually they're made fun of in mainstream culture if they are represented. So for a guy like Bryce to be going on Ariel's podcast and like saying his theories, even if they're crazy or far out, it's like that. There's a lot of people that believe that and resonate with that way of thinking and that way of talking and living in a place like where Bryce lives, like in the middle of nowhere in America. There's so many people who never get a voice, and those, like I said, that's what they're going to try to do with Bryce. Watch. They're going to push him as this superstar for middle Americans with Southern accents. That's who they're going to appeal to. And it's going to, if he keeps winning, he's going to be a huge star, especially amongst that community. Kind of like Khabib is with the Russians, like Conor is with the Irish, like Izzy is with the Africans and the Oceanic nations, and Kamaru is with the African and the Nigerians, I believe. Kamaru, like how these guys all appeal to these different countries. Well, Bryce is going to appeal to that group of Americans.